Alright, let's get on the bucket. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of our journey to becoming a full stack web developer. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so first thing that we're gonna do today is we're going to build our index.html file to have everything that we need to make a our first web page, right? Okay, so we'll declare oh, I'm not even in there. Okay, there we go. So we'll declare doc type, and then we'll go HTML, and inside the HTML we'll have a head, and inside of the head we'll have meta tag with the car set of UTF-8 and a title with my first web page, right? And then in the HTML tag we're gonna have laying in, right? And below the head is where we'll have our body, and that's where we're gonna type all of our information. Now let's go and double check to see if that's correct. Oh, we have to go back a lesson, I think. So view course. But this should be, wow, look how far we are. HTML boilerplate. Okay, so that's what we want to check out. So at the very end, we should have this. And that's exactly what we got. And we can space that out better if we need to. Right? Have like double spaces. Kind of have everything kind of spread out. Except maybe these two, like that. There we go. Yeah, this is where we have all our stuff in here. Oh, we cannot forget, we can have our first header. Hello, world. Alright, and now we want to make this show. So what we're going to do is go like this. Click and drag it. And hit enter. Boom. Okay. Now, and then yesterday we went through, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we went through all of this. We learned about the paragraph tag, which is the P tag, right? This is a paragraph. And then we also learned about the strong, I keep calling them tags, the strong element, the paragraph element, the strong element, the header element. So, and there's different headers, right? You have 1 through 6, 1 being the largest, 6 being the smallest. So we go, this is a paragraph, and then we can do, this is a, and then let's go ahead and add a strong, right? Paragraph. Oh, let's make sure we add a period, right? This is a paragraph, and then we can italicize, right? This, and then the EM tag is, I think, I'm trying to remember the keys. I think it's like Alt, no, oh, nope, wrong thing, Control. Okay. I know there's a way to, no, okay. Anyway, this is a paragraph. Boom. Oh, no, period. Alright, so now we're going to save it and refresh it. So this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. Oh, we forgot to add a space. this is a paragraph. Oh, this is a paragraph with the strong element. And we'll do this. And like that. With the strong element, this is a paragraph with the EM. We're going to call it EM. Element. Alright, now let's save it. There we go. So now you can kind of see.
Brush your hair.
Brush your hair? I don't have a brush. You gotta find a brush, baby. Okay, so we learned what that was, right? And we learned that we can put text inside of our body, but if we don't, sorry, let me turn my phone off. But if we don't organize the structure of everything, it's just gonna be in just one line. See how this looks like two paragraphs? Well, now, when you put it just in the body, it's all colluded into one. Okay. And then we learned about, we learned about the paragraph tag, we learned about the headers, the strong element, the EM element, and nesting. So we learned that paragraphs are nested in, and we can have siblings and we can have parents. So like the body is a parent for all of the different elements in here, the header, the paragraphs, and the header and the paragraphs, these are all siblings. And this is trying to remember what they call this. Okay, we'll actually have to go back. When you declare something inside of a tag, such as HTML. I'm trying to see attribute. There we go. We had an attribute to the element. Okay, so anything else within a tag that goes along with an element is an attribute. That's an attribute of that element. So this is an element, the meta, and its attribute is charset UTF-8, right? So, okay, let's okay, and then we learned about comments. And we can do that by going like this. This is a normal paragraph. Below. And that way you can kind of like space that out, right? And you can do it again. Oh. This is a paragraph with the strong element. And this is a paragraph with the EM element. So boom. And then when you save that, we won't see that on our web page. We'll only see what we have written. Okay, and then Watch Kevin Powell's paragraph and headings video. And you can if you'd like. They just kind of explain more. And then knowledge check, just asking, how do you create a paragraph in HTML? That's with the P tag. How do you create a heading? It's with the H1 through 6 tag. How many different levels of headings are there, and what is the difference between them? There are 6 levels, and the difference is their size. They're all different size headings, 1 being the largest, 6 being the smallest. What element should you use to make text bold and important? That's going to be the strong element. What element should you use to make text italicized, to add emphasis to it? That's going to be the EM element. What relationship does an element have with any nested elements within it? What relationship does an element have with any nested elements within it? That they are the parent and those are the children. What relationship do 2 elements have if they are at the same level of nesting? They are siblings. How do you create HTML comments? With the comment tag, which is the brackets, the angle bracket, exclamation point, hyphen, hyphen. Alright, so we're going to mark complete. Oh, and I think one of the assignments was to get some practice working with HTML, create a plain blog article page which uses different headings, uses paragraphs, and some text in the paragraphs bolded and italicized. You can use lorem ipsum to generate dummy text in place of real text as you build. Okay, so let's do this. So let's keep. Alright, let's do this. Let's start with the header, and then we're going to put welcome to my welcome to, actually let's call it about page. The friend plays about page, right? Okay, so that's going to be our heading. And let's... Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and add our first paragraph into it. And let's go... Hi. My name is Harley from the... Why do... Hi, my name is Harley from the Frame Play. Why is the channel called the Frame Play? It's called the Frame Play because... Oh, forgot a comma. Because Fram stands for friends and family. I hope to one day grow this channel and create. I hope to one day grow this channel and to create a community of positive individuals to be able to talk about life and other things openly. With no judgment. I think that's how you spell that. I think it's judgment, right? Judgment? Yeah. So. Oh, wrong button. I meant to do that and then that, but okay. But anyway. So that's our first paragraph. Create a page, different headings, uses paragraphs, and has some text in the paragraphs bolded and italicized. Oh, let's use the strong tag for this. Oh, wrong thing. Oh my goodness. This is a nice chill stream. Keep up the good work, brother, and you'll go far in web development. Hey, thank you, mate. Mate! Hey, what are you doing back there? Are you being a motorcycle? Are you being a motorcycle? Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I do hope to get somewhere good in the future. Yeah, don't mind that little bee spec though. She's a little crazy. Hi, my name is Harley from the Framplay. Why is this channel called the Framplay? It's called the Framplay because Fram. And let's do that. Let's do this. Add an EM tag here. What, baby? Yeah, I can charge it. I know where you sleep, girl. Huh? Oh, I don't know where they're at. Oh. Here. Are you being a good girl? Let Daddy know when you're done. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I wanna build myself up and document everything that I'm doing as I go, and that way, hopefully, one day I can land myself a desk job. I mean, I honestly really don't care too much about the money thing. I just want to do what I love, and I love computers. Okay, so let's kind of see how this goes, right? Hi, my name is Harley from the Framplay. Why is this channel called the Framplay? It's called the Framplay because Fram stands for friends and family. To one day grow this channel and to create a community of positive individuals to be able to talk about life and other things openly with no judgment. Cool. And you got the little Fram stands for friends and family. I like that. And then we can use some, create some other paragraphs. Let's do that. Let's do one here and one here, and let's go add some lorem ipsum. Right. Cool. So, there we go. I just want to double check. Okay, cool. So, we created our first little... just to kind of make sure they both kind of look good. Have some spacing in there, and we can kind of see separations between paragraphs and have a better organizational pattern for our text. And I believe this is the way I'm going to be working everything. I like the way this is nested. Hopefully it doesn't ever get too cluttered. Oh, and the cool thing is you can close them, look back at it later if you didn't know that. Alright, so we completed this lesson. Now we're going to work on lists. Whether it be IMDb's top 250 movies or the FBI's most wanted, lists are everywhere on the web, and you are going to need one eventually in your web pages. Luckily, with HTML, there are a couple of different types of lists at your disposal. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to be doing on this lesson. We're going to learn how to create an unordered list and how to create an ordered list. And so, like lists, we're gonna go through. Well, we'll go through it. Sorry, I keep going too ahead of myself. It's pretty cool that you're documenting your journey. It can define, inspire others, and also be something nice to look back on. Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. Mate, like that. No, I totally agree. That's exactly why I'm doing it. It's mainly for motivate others. No, I'm getting some lag here. Motivate others and to inspire others to either document it themselves in their own way, whether for themselves or if they have the opportunity to stream it, do the same thing. That way they better themselves by understanding what they're reading, and that's what's really been helping me. I'll go through it and I'll read through this, and then as I go through it, I just I either do the example or in a way I'm not a teacher, but I reiterate it in a way that maybe I would think someone else would. I reiterate it in a way that I feel that someone else will understand it better, I guess. But majority of this is self-explanatory. But unordered lists are lists that are unordered, and they're documented by 3 dots, or like the dots. They're not numbered. Numbered is ordered lists. Unordered, you would think that it doesn't have anything to order them in any specific way. And then the ordered list is like steps. Step 1 do this, step 2 do that. So if you want to have a list of items where the order doesn't matter, like shopping lists of items that can be bought in any order, then you can use an unordered list. Unordered lists are created using the UL element, and each item within the list is created using the list item element. So UL or LI. UL and LI. Each list item in the unordered list begins with a bullet point. Ordered lists, if you instead want to create a list of items where the order does matter, like step-by-step instructions for a recipe or your top 10 favorite TV shows, then you can use an ordered list. Ordered lists are created using the OL element. Each individual item in them is again created using the list item element. However, each list item in an ordered list begins with a number instead. So, to get some practice using lists, create a new HTML document and create the following lists. So let's go ahead and go in here, or actually, even better, let us go into our directory, right? CD desktop and CD starter project, and let's touch another file and call it list.html. What, baby? Oh, Daddy can't read it right now. Daddy's learning. Boom. And then here we go. We created a new one. Now let's go ahead and start again with creating our HTML document. And let's go ahead and add a the language attribute, and add our head with a meta element, the car set of UTF-8, and another element in there called title, and we can call this list, right? And then below the head we'll create a body. Boom, and now we're ready to go. So let's do that. And now we're going to create a list. So first it says we're going to need to create an unordered list. So we're going to create an unordered list, and inside let's add, oh, wrong button. I think it's, nope, nope, dang, nope, dang, what's the button? No, I can't. Okay, it's this. No. Dang. Okay, there was a button that you could use, and you can copy the line down. I just don't remember it. Oh. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, and unordered lists, unordered shopping list of your favorite foods. So let's do pizza. Grapes. Chicken. And I don't know. What else does my fat ass eat? Pizza, grapes, chicken, apples. Okay. An ordered list of to-dos you need to get done today. So let's create an an OL and add some list items in it. Ah, there we go. So first is work on the Odin project. Step 2, wash dishes. Step 3, clean restroom. Step 4, give daughter bath. Right. An unordered list of places you'd like to visit someday. Okay, so we'll do island for sure. Let's actually name these. Okay, let's add a little extra to it. Oh, yeah. Let's use headers too. Let's put a header, and we'll call it favorite foods. And let's copy this, right? And we're gonna need another one right here. So this one was to-do list. This is gonna be places I'd like to visit. And the last one's going to be called top 5 favorite video games. Okay. This is gonna say Colorado, and I'm gonna put revisit because that place was beautiful. I also want to go to Las Vegas, would be fun. And what would be another pretty place to visit? Oh, you know, I would like to see, besides Ireland, oh, you know, Manchester. There we go. Go see my boys from Manny. You know what I mean? Alright. And then we want an ordered list of top 5 video games of all time. Oh, and if you wanted to know what the key was for Ubuntu to copy lines like that, how I just did, it's going to be Alt Control Shift and then the down arrow key. So left Alt, left Control, left Shift, and then tapping down on the arrow key. But you got to make sure you like clicked on the line first. And then top favorite video games all time. Number 1, Fallout 3. Oh, GODA. Can't forget to add that because all the DLC make it even better. Second favorite would probably be Fallout New Vegas. GOTY, because again, it wouldn't be the best without everything. Third favorite game, Mass Effect 2. I would like to say, oh, cannot forget, sorry, Misfect, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, it's another game that I played a lot of. DayZ and oh, you know, yeah, and then you can't forget Fortnite. I like playing Fortnite. Knuckles. Woo! High five. Thank you. Okay, so now we got our whole to-do list. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have a list page. Favorite food, things that we need to do today. Work on the odor product, wash dishes, clean restroom, good about our bath, places I'd like to visit. And then top 5 favorite video games. Pretty cool. Made our first thing. Knowledge check. I feel like we got a pretty good understanding. And then these are some documentations. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay, and then this has some styling for CSS, which we can work on later, but we still haven't learned on how to link our pages yet, so let's not worry about that. Let's just say we got a basic understanding of it. For those of you that just kind of just copied what I made and you didn't quite understand it, I would say go back, reread everything again, So that way you can kind of get an understanding of how we're organizing this. Little girl, what are you doing? Mark complete. And let's keep going. Links and images. Links are one of the key features of HTML that allow us to link to other HTML pages on the web. In fact, this is why it's called the web. In this lesson, we will learn how to create links and add some visual flair to our websites by embedding images. Lesson overview. This section can... Oh, sorry. So what are we going to learn this lesson? We're going to learn how to create links to pages on other websites on the internet, how to create links to pages on your own website, and the difference between absolute and relative links, and then how to display an image on a web page using HTML. So preparation. To get some practice using links and images throughout this lesson, we need an HTML project to work with. Create a new directory named Odin Links and Images. Okay. First, let's actually... I don't think we're ever going to work with the shell lesson data again. I want to say no, but... Oh no. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and exit out of this. Oh, dang it. Okay. So... let's go up a directory. And let's create another directory called Odin Links and Images. And within that directory, create a new file called index.html. Alright, and then we're going to code like that. We're going to open our file. And we'll go ahead and just create the boilerplate and get it going. So doc type and HTML head meta charset UTF-8 and a title and call it web page, right? And a body. Alright. Cool. And we need to add the language attribute and call it English. And then we should be done. We don't have to put anything in the body just yet. Finally, add the following H1. Okay, so they do want it. They do want something in there, and we're gonna call it homepage. Oh, welcome to the stream there. Alright, we're gonna call it homepage. Let's go ahead and open that here. Boom. Okay. Anchor elements. To create a link in HTML, we use the anchor element. An anchor element is defined by wrapping the text or another HTML element we want to be a link within an A tag. Add the following to the body of the index.html page we created and open it in the browser. So we're going to add an anchor tag and we're going to call it click me. Alright, save it. And let's go ahead and do that. Click me. But it doesn't let us do it, right? You may notice that clicking this link doesn't do anything. This is because an anchor tag on its own won't know where we want to link to. We have to tell it a destination to go to. We do this by using an HTML attribute. An HTML attribute gives additional information to an HTML element and always goes in the element's opening tag. An attribute is made up of two parts, a name and a value. In our case, we need to add a href, a hyperlink reference attribute, to the opening anchor tag. The value of the href attribute is the destination we want our link to go to. So here we go. We're going to go here and we're going to add an href, and it's going to be https://www.odin the odinproject.com/about. Okay, so now we save that. By default, any text wrapped with an anchor tag without an href attribute will look like plain text. If the href attribute is present, the browser will give the text a blue color and underline it to signify it is a link. It is worth noting you can use anchor tags to link to any kind of resource on the internet, not just other HTML documents. You can link to videos, PDF files, images, and so on, but for the most part, you will be linking to other HTML documents. So now, when we go here, and we refresh the page, it's now blue and underlined, and it is now a clickable item. So when we click it, it's going to direct us to the Odin Project's About page. Pretty cool. It is worth noting. Okay. So, absolute and relative links. Generally, there are two kinds of links we will create. Links to pages on other websites on the internet, and links to pages located on our own websites. Absolute links. Links to pages on other websites on the internet are called absolute links. A typical absolute link will be made up of typical absolute link will be made up of the following parts: protocol, domain, path. An absolute link will always contain the protocol and domain of the destination. So the type of link that we did to the Odin project, that is an absolute link. Our protocol was hypertext TPS. I forgot what TPS stands for. Something protocol. Oh man, now I gotta look that up. HTTPS stands for what? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Secure. So there's HTTP and HTTPS. So HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and then Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Okay, anyway. And then the, what did it tell us here? The domain, right? www.theodinproject.com, and then its path that it goes to. Relative links. Links to other pages within our own website are called relative links. Relative links do not include the domain name, since it is another page on the same site. It assumes the domain will all be the same as the page we created on the link. On. Relative links only include the file path to the other page, relative to the page you are creating the link on. This is quite abstract. Let's see this in action using an example. Within the Odin links and images directory, create another HTML file named about.html. So now we're going to go in here, and let's just see what we got. So let's go in here and touch an about.html file. Boom. So let's go ahead and open that one. And let's create the markup again. Doc type. Oh my god, my cat. Can you just sit down, please? Thank you. Okay. My cat's being silly right now. She just wants to get in front of the computer and watch. Okay. Oh yeah, we create an about page, and then we're gonna go ahead and set it up again. So we're gonna make an HTML and language attribute with English. Inside of the HTML, we'll create a head and a meta tag and add a car set of UTF-8 and then we'll create a title and Odin links and images. Right. And then we'll create a body. Sit down, baby. And we'll put in H1 about page. So let's save that. So back on the home page, we're going to add another link, and we're going to add an href and about.html. About. And instead of click me, nah, okay, we'll leave it like that. What did we name it earlier? I don't even think we gave it a title. Right? It didn't even tell us to give it a specific title, right? Okay. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so we created our about page, and here, saved it. Let's go ahead and refresh. So now we have a click me button that will take us to the Odin project about page, and then we have our own about page. Okay. Back in the add the following anchor element to create the about page, which we did. Open the index file in a browser and click on the about page, or the about link. So here, we just created. This works because the index and about page are in the same directory. That means we can simply use its name about.html as the link's href value. But we will usually want to organize our website directories a little better. Normally, we would only have the index.html at the root directory and all other HTML files in their own directory. Create a directory named pages with the Odin links and images directory and move the about.html file into this new directory. Okay, let's try to do that. So we're going to move about.html to okay. So we're going to create a directory first, right? Make directory called pages. And let's just look, right? So we got a pages, and we're gonna move about.html to pages, I think. Great, let's see what happened. Alright, so now we moved our about page into the pages folder. Okay. Okay. Refresh the index page. Refresh the index page in the browser and then click the about link. It will now be broken. This is because the location of the about page file has changed. Okay. I remember that. To fix this, we just need to update the about link href value to include the pages directory, since that is the new location of the about file relative to the index file. So now we're going to be in pages. So now if we go in here, Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, I was about to say. So now it works. Because now it goes in our page folder and then HTML. So if we click it, it actually tells us it's in there, and this is a file that we finally pulled. So, pretty cool. Refresh the index page in the browser and try clicking the About link again. It should now be back in working order. In many cases, this will work just fine. However, you can still run into unexpected issues with this approach. For appending / before the link will in most cases prevent such issues. By adding the / you are specifying to your code that it should start looking for the file directory relative to the current directory. Okay, so a metaphor. Absolute and relative links are a tricky concept to build a good mental model of. A metaphor may help. Think of your domain name. Town.com has a town. The directory in which your website is located / museum is as a museum, and each page on your website as a room in the museum. And okay, so it's just kind of saying that this is town, this is a folder inside of your main, right? And each of them have their own room. So the website is located there. They each have their own room. Relative links like shops, coffee are directions from the current room, the museum movie, to another room, the museum shop. Absolute links, on the other hand, are full directions including the protocol, domain name, and the path from the domain name. Gotcha. Okay. Images. Websites would be fairly boring if they could only display text. Luckily, HTML provides a wide variety of elements for displaying all sorts of different media. The most widely used of these is the image element. To display an image in HTML, we use the image element. Unlike the other elements we have encountered so far, the image element is empty, which means it doesn't have a closing tag. So it's just going to be image, and that's it. Instead of wrapping content with an opening and closing tag, it embeds an image into the page using an src attribute for source. Excuse me. Source attribute works much like the href attribute for anchor tags. It can embed an image using both absolute and relative paths. For example, using an absolute path, we can display an image located on the Odin project site. To use images that we have on our own websites, we can use a relative path. Creating a directory named images within the Odin project, Odin links and images. So now, let's open this up and let's add another directory and call it images. Next, download this image. Okay. And let's rename the image to dog. Boom. Alright. Finally, add the image to the index.html file. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to add this into let's launch a new instance. And I know we can just, okay, just for the sake of it, let's do it. Let's do that. Let's go to CD all the way, CD to downloads, CD to down, loads, right? Move dog dot JPEG to oh shoot, where did I move it to? Oh shoot. Okay. Let's move to trash. Let's re-download that image. Cannot believe myself. Okay. Oh, cannot believe myself. Okay, it's under downloads. We're gonna rename it. Okay, let's try it again. CD. Dang. Okay. Oh, wait, I should have it here, right? Unix shell. Right here. It has to be in here somewhere. Sorry, I'm looking for moving file from one directory to another. Rename it to dog. Alright. Everything changed. And then we're gonna move dog JPEG to desktop. Wait, because I don't want to delete anything. Okay, how to move moving file from download to download folder to a folder on desktop Linux. Move file on a computer with a graphical interface. No. Dang it. Bear with me. Okay, using terminal, move file from download to folder on desktop Linux. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I did it. Okay, sorry, I had to like look up how to do that. I didn't want to delete anything. Okay. Then we send it there. Boom. So if we actually go and look in our downloads folder, it's no longer there, and it's going to be in our images. Nice. Okay. Anyway, I know that took a little bit, but I wanted to be able to do that. Okay, so let's minimize our shell. Now we're gonna finally add the image to the index.html file. Huh? Oh no. Okay. Image source images dog JPEG close. And now when we refresh, let's go back. Nice. This is our homepage. But as you can see now, and you'll see Charles in all his glory. Look at him. He's a cute ugly thing. Okay. Parent directories. What if we want to use the dog image in the about page? We would first have to go up one level out of the pages directory into its parent directory, so we could then access the image directory. To do this, to go to the parent directory, we need to use two dots in the relative file path like this. Let's see this in action. Within the body, okay, we're going to add the image, right? And source is going to be ... There we go. Boom. And it autofills for us. So that makes it like twice as easy. So when we refresh and we click the about page, then we'll see Charles here as well. Pretty cool. And then to break this down, first we're going to the parent directory of the pages directory, which is Odin image links and images. Right, so the parent. And then we're going to look for the directory images. Right, because the pages and images files, those are sisters. Right, so the parent of the sisters is Odin links. So the nesting the nesting not only correlates inside of the coding, but it also correlates to the way files are organized in our system as well. And then finally we can access the dog.jpg, right? Using the metaphor we used earlier, using .. and a file path is kind of like stepping out from the room you are currently in to the main hallway, so you can go to another room. Besides the source attribute, every image element should also have an alternative text attribute. And the alt attribute is used to describe an image. It will be used in place of image if it cannot be loaded. It is also used with screen readers to describe what the image is to visually impaired users. This is how the Odin project logo example we used earlier looks like with the alt attribute included. As a bit of practice, add an alt attribute to the blog image we added to the Odin links.image product. Alright, so after that we're going to add an alt, and we're going to call it an image of a pug named Charles. And let's actually copy that, and we can go use that here as well. And I think if we actually inspect this, but it actually, okay, maybe not. Okay, I thought it was going to do something different for me. Okay, I guess it didn't work the way I wanted it to. The assignment: watch Kevin Powell's HTML links video, watch Kevin Powell's HTML images videos, watch Kevin Powell's file structure video, and read about the 4 main image formats that can be used on the web. Knowledge check: this section contains questions for you to check out your understanding of this lesson on your own. If you're having trouble answering a question, click it and review the material. What element is used to create a link? That is going to be the anchor tag, or the anchor element. And then the href is where our link goes to. Without the href, the anchor tag is nothing. What is an attribute? An attribute is something that gives the element like spice, what it does, right? So the attribute, like for this, is the link to the actual is the web page for the actual link. Same thing for that. What attribute tells links where to go to? What attribute tells links where to go to? href. What is the difference between an absolute and relative link? Absolute is like this, where it gives us the protocol, the domain, and the page, right? Right? I think that's right. Let me see. It's at the top, I think. Somewhere. Yeah. Path. So, protocol, domain, and then path. What is the difference? Okay, and then relative is within the same web page, right? Or the same web. God dang it. You know what I mean. It's within the same domain, right? So relative would be like, okay, we have an images folder that we want to get to showcase. That picture links into a relative path for the whole web page, or the website. Which element is used to display an image? It's going to be the image element, img. What 2 attributes do images always need to have? A source and an alternative, right? Alternative attribute. Alternative text, which allows screen readers to explain to people that can't see what the image is. How do you access a parent directory in a file path? By calling it with 2 dots. This section contains, oh, okay. What are the 4 main image formats that you can use for images on the web? That I haven't looked at yet. So, as far as that, we're going to end the live stream here. We will all be back soon and continue on our journey. I hope all of you are having an amazing day. Thank you guys for tuning in, the ones that did. Appreciate you, mate, for dropping by and leaving a few comments and talking with me. So, thank you so much.